Here we go, guys. Welcome back to Rebuilding the Rams. It is time to bounce back in our home opener against a team that's better than us, all right? I don't know why that entire section is completely empty. Somebody please fill me in on the lore behind why that one section is empty. But either way, we got BYU, 82 overall, 84 overall offense. This team is talented. We are coming off probably one of my worst performances ever as a player against our rival, Colorado. So this one's going to be important. Jaleel Barmore is the true freshman who's going to get his first ever career return right here. Good opportunity for him. The four-star freshman out in the open field and out to the 30. Let's go. Here we go, guys. Jordan Faison, you saw him almost take over the game last week at the end of the game. 5'10" receiver, 85 overall in his senior year. It'll be really interesting to see if he can get going today. And let's start off not with Tyler Chambers, but with Curry, our backup. He's a better passer. I want him in the game immediately because I want a quick option. Faison to Marshall. That's going to be what we're looking at here. Want to get Faison going early today. Instant 12 yards. Let's stick tempo early. Need to keep Justin Marshall healthy throughout today's game, all right? That's going to be a big challenge, but I am one that loves challenges. So they're showing the double mug here. Let's see how they react when Marshall motions. Okay, that's interesting. Let's get Marshall over. Let's get Brown on a deep out, and then we'll get Maher going vertical. We got a high-low concept over there. Let's get Marshall the ball in open space. His first touch is going to come on a catch. That'll be 9, and I want him out of the game immediately, all right? We want Jalen Dupree in instead. Want to keep him healthy today. Want this to be closer to like a 60-40 or 70-30 times share. I think recently it's been closer to 80-20. Quick screen pass out to Brown, and he will keep on going. I don't know why I spun right there, but that is a first down. I love that, guys. I love the pressure look that they're showing here. If that left guard actually gets to that linebacker and Maher goes and gets to the safety, this might be a touchdown. Okay. Dupree, it might be a touchdown. Oh my goodness, what a run. Great blocking. You know it's a good run when you're already thinking touchdown before the play is even snapped. Okay, we're going ace offset, but again, we are taking out our 69 overall tight end and putting in a lineman there to help with the run play. There's a Jungo. He's going to kind of be our like hybrid lineman / tight end guy. And I want him over to the strong side here. And that's going to make this read even more interesting here. Chambers is keeping that all day. Good spin. He's got 85 speed for a reason, guys. We plan on using it. He's got 4 carries for 30 yards on the year. Hopefully he doesn't take too many sacks so those numbers continue to rise. Wide open screen. Maher, first drive, first touchdown, guys. Those stands are very small there down by the end zone, but I like it. I'll tell you though, that drive is exactly what we wanted. Tyler Chambers, the primary quarterback in the game, using his legs, helping Justin Marshall get open. We saw the backup running back, Dupree, get in the game. We saw Jordan Faison play a role as our top receiver. We even saw Curry, the pass-heavy backup quarterback, come in and perform pretty well. I would say that is exactly the first drive that we needed. Now, defensively, guys, if you didn't watch that Colorado game, first of all, you missed out on a blast. But second of all, this guy's got 3 interceptions last week, and hopefully we could give him some more. Our corners are ridiculous, and I forgot to change the depth chart outside of this game, so I'll have to change it in here. Luckily, that means that you guys will see what I'm doing here. So our corners are insane, 93, 88, 87, 82, and all of them are very good in pass coverage, specifically in man-to-man coverage. Now, Phelps, our corner number 4, is going to go play free safety, and our 5th corner, CJ Blocker, is actually going to play strong safety. Chester is also good. He's a bump and run true freshman, so I need him to go to cornerback 6 because somebody's going to have to go in. Dude, Jordan Faison is an 85 overall corner. Dude, why don't we put him in? Are you serious? Let me see his coverage ratings. No, he's not. No, he's not, guys. What are we talking about? He is not an 81 overall corner. Put in Caleb Chester. Now, at our slot corner, I think, yeah, okay, if Jeremiah Wilson's that good, we'll let him stay there. But okay, prepare to see a lot of nickel. Prepare to see a lot of dime, guys. 25. Who's 25 on the field right now? Okay, so Chester is in the game here. And we're going to start with a little Tampa 2 action. I did not adjust our option setting, so an RPO here could likely be an easy pass. And good cutback by that running back, guys. That's going to be a new weakness that we've never had before, where we are going to be the best against the pass that we possibly can be. And what that means is we might be a little bit worse than usual against the run. And that's going to have to be something that we deal with. I'll bring Hood over here. There's the run, wide open. Golly, guys, we're going to have to bring safeties down. But if they go 2 tight ends, we got to bring in an extra linebacker. So let's man up the tight end side. And then that way we can bring Rodriguez over, bring Blocker over. Okay. Yeah, we're there. We're there. We're going to be playing tight coverage today, guys. Cover 3 match, and we are going to man up the backside again. Bring down Blocker. I got a deep middle, but now I can help on the run. We're there. Let's go. Just waiting for our shot, guys. Just waiting for our shot. Let's go Samuel blitz. Let's blitz 5 and contain. I got the left flat. I got to go make that play. Oh, that's open. It was match coverage. And oh, we pop it out at the last second. He might have beaten us with his 96 short route running and 95 medium route running, but we were able to make it happen. I did think I saw the BYU receiver overalls, and they were very good. In fact, guys, let me just show you really quick. So 81 quarterback, 83 running back, 91. This guy, Tiger Bachmeier, is very good. That's the guy that just totally toasted us and then dropped that football. But that's okay, because we now have, count them, 2 extra offensive tackles on the left-hand side for this stretch play to Marshall. I think this is an easy first down. Oh my goodness, Ajungo needs to hold that block, dude. What are we doing? Let's go wing slot and go with the zone alert bubble, little RPO action for us. That guy's lined up offsides. Faison will have a shot to get going here. Nope, they're playing that hard, so Marshall will have plenty of space for a first down. Let's get Dupree in this game here and get me a halfback blast right behind Big Allen, big 75 here. I want to get Dupree going downhill. I love this blocking setup. We might be able to bounce this out depending on how that left tackle plays it. Perfect. Perfect 9 yards. We'll come back to the I formation later. For now, let's go in the pistol here. Get a little bit of an option look going for Dupree. I think a handoff is likely. It will occur. We got toasted. 3rd and short. Okay, spread Y slot. Let's go motion wide receiver, power read with Brown and Chambers. I really like this look. Let's pick this up. Big 3rd down early. Let's see it. Pulling it. Oh, Chambers got off of him. Oh my goodness, dude. He somehow got off that corner that was blitzing. We're going to go tempo here. Try and take advantage of the speed of our offense. Yep, good throw on the out route by Chambers. I know he's not like a wildcat quarterback, right? Like, he could still make throws. It's just his deep throw accuracy only being 62. You can feel it a lot of the times, so we need to be kind of careful of that. Marshall has a wide open run because they're out in a prevent defense, and I don't know why. That's okay. Ace offset. Let's get Chambers in space. Maher orbit load option. I like it, but I actually like a base inside zone better. They have the safety on the wrong side of the field. Yep. Look at that. Easy, easy yardage, guys. The run game is strong here in this first quarter. 78 first quarter rushing yards, dude. That's insane. All right, how about if we go a little bit aggressive here? Let's go with the motion angle concept. It's a heavy vertical route. Chambers is in, so he's not the best at making these throws, but when it's open, it's open. Brown, the slot receiver, Levon Brown, who had a great touchdown last week, already is 3 for 30-something. BYU takes a timeout because they're scared of us. They're scared of us. Oh, my goodness. All right, get me something here for our mobile quarterback, guys. Get me something here. RPO screen, QB draw. This is perfect for Tyler Chambers. All right, this is exactly what we're looking for. I like the screen. I like the screen. I like the screen. One juke. Faison too easy, dude. Thanks for coming over to Colorado State. I hope you enjoy dropping that football right on the head of a photographer as he slowly tries to turn around. He's like, I gotta get this. I gotta get this photo. No, sir. No need. 14-0 game. This is dominance early. All right. Well, here we go. 14-0 game. You know, the NFL preseason is underway, as I'm sure a lot of you all are aware of. And that also means fantasy football season is coming up. And I'm a little bit, curious if anybody has any big fantasy advice for this season. Specifically, the guys that nobody else is talking about that you think are criminally undervalued. Last year, I basically moved to New York and then had like a few weeks before I started work. So I had enough time right during the peak of fantasy football season. Great SWAT there, by the way. I had time right in the peak of draft season to build a machine learning model that basically could do my drafts for me. And it was okay. It was a really fun project, I'll say that. But, you know, the biggest takeaway that I had was that, you know, the model was definitely a classic deep, like, you know, quote unquote deep learning model, where basically the goal wasn't to make it simple or even explainable. I had no idea why it was giving the suggestions that it was giving, but it was trained on a lot of data. Basically, I scraped, I can't remember exactly how many, but like over 100,000 sleeper public leagues, and took the draft results for all of them, and then took how the actual teams performed. And long story short, I had over 6 million draft picks to work with, which was insane. Good job there by Chambers getting 8. And it was a lot of fun, but I don't have time to do that this year, right? I just don't. So my default for all previous years, when I don't have access or time to create my own model, is I would really lean heavily on Fantasy Pros and their ranking system, specifically because all my friends and I will do leagues either on Sleeper or on ESPN. So I feel like I would always have an advantage of basically bringing a different set of rankings to the table. And there would be times when I would find guys that like my rankings said were a top 100 guy, and I'd find them at like pick, you know, 166 or something. So that's probably going to be my plan for this year as well. By the way, Tyler Chambers, 6 of 6, 2 touchdowns so far today. Literally cannot have a better start than what he's got so far. We got a deep shot chance. Oh, throwing it into double coverage. All right. I jinxed it. I am a stupid max self-talk. I'm a smart. I don't know. I gotta get away from throwing such dumb throws though. Okay, I am not dumb. I hope not. But that throw was dumb. That throw was objectively dumb, and it totally distracted me from the fantasy football we were talking about, which kind of sucks. But yeah. Let me know, guys, if anybody has any players that, you know, if you're drafting like 5 or 6 leagues and you find yourself in every single league always getting this one guy. Let me know who that guy is and why, because I could use the tips this year. I don't have the knowledge that I usually do going into fantasy football drafts. Man, they are so determined to run the ball that they actually are going to get us out of the dime, all right? I thought I was just going to be able to sit in the dime all day, but we're actually going to go nickel here, cover 4, bring down these safeties. That's fine. That's fine. All right, we're going to man up the backside here. I'm bringing blocker down. Again, I have a deep cross. If there's a deep cross, it's my play. If it's a run, we should have bodies there. Dude, that juke was very, very good. Oh, okay, they're moving the football, man. 2-minute warning. 2nd and short, wing slot offset. And let's bring down some guys here. I'm bringing down Phelps. Help out on the run. Play action. Got to be ready for the deep cross. Oh, what a swat. Was that Wilson again, dude? I think he's over there playing in our slot, and it was Wilson. Just another great play by him. That's 2 where he really just stole it from the receiver. Good screen. Golly. I'm so focused on the other side of the field right there that I didn't even see the screen pass. Let's go cover 4. I'm bringing down blocker. Again, I have the deep over. I have any deep overs. Okay? There's 2 deep overs. I got to cover them both. That's me. I'm a user. No, give me that football, guys. Oh, my goodness. That's okay. We're going to go with a buzz match concept here. Let's go with the left text 2-man. A little stunt action there. I've got the flat here on the right. Way to be aggressive, Phelps. Way to crash down on that. 3rd and 5. Let's get pressure going. If they go trips, let's go Samuel blitz. We'll man up the backside. We'll rush 6 here. We're going to blitz Rodriguez. We'll go with hard flats. I've got the whole middle of the field. I should have stuck with the seam flat. The seam flat would have carried that with him. Oh, man, that's dumb on me, dude. That's 100% a dumb move by me. Oh, man, and they burn the clock down. I gotta be better, guys. We have all 3 timeouts. We should not have let them use that much clock. We're instantly calling a timeout when we make this stop. Oh, they called it. Why would you burn the clock and then call a timeout, guys? I don't know. Not my problem. Our problem is stopping the pistol bunch. We got hard flats on either side. I've got the middle of the field. We do have a spy just in case they get squirrely. Oh my goodness, was that open? Oh my goodness. Good drive, dude. That's a drive of an offense that's 10 overall higher than you. You know, that really was. 40 seconds, all 3 timeouts. I don't want to try and get a touchdown on this drive. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but I feel like if I go for a touchdown, we're going to turn the football over. I would rather say, hey, let's get points. And whatever points happen will happen, and I'm okay with that. So we will see if Roth can get a return going here. He does not. But here we go. Darius Curry is going to come into the game because this is a great passing opportunity. We're going to go wide receiver smash first. I like the look. We're looking on the right-hand side. That's okay. Maher can get out of bounds. He cannot. Instant timeout. Instant timeout. No need to immediately only have like 12 seconds left. We're going to go with a slip screen to Marshall. We'll get a little bit of a quick motion to Brown. It works a lot better in user games to just kind of like do a little bit of window dressing, but hopefully that helps against the computer as well. Marshall split them both. 26 seconds left. We're not going to use a timeout. This is going to be when we call our strong flood concept, and we're going to just snap the ball as quickly as we can. Good. That's an out route. Man coverage. Brown is having a day today. Lavon Brown, 5 for 68, and he gets out of bounds. That is... Oh, he didn't. Okay, timeout. We lost 1 second off of my mistake. That's my bad, guys. I really thought he got out of bounds. That's interesting. But Lavon Brown, dude, having a great game so far. We're going to go with a deep comeback to Faison. We got the stick and nod. I like the matchups here. Curry's going to need to stand in the pocket and deliver. Right there, Anaya comes down with it. Timeout again. Let's go, guys. Oh, my goodness. Curry standing in the pocket and delivering 6 of 6. And I just jinxed us because the last time we had a quarterback that was 6 of 6, we threw a pick on the next play. So hopefully we don't do the same. I like these matchups. Let's get a super deep comeback for Faison just in case it is pure man. Oh my gosh. We did it twice. We did it twice in the end zone. I cannot believe that. I saw the hard flat and I just assumed that was going to be open. The post was wide open. I cannot believe twice in a row we get a quarterback that's going 6 of 6 and then immediately chuck the ball up and give it away. That is my fault entirely, man. That's a crappy way to end a half, especially after such a good drive. That is unfortunate, but we will come back, we will regroup, we will be on defense, and our defense is going to get a stop here. Again, man, the turnovers are plaguing our team. Just like last week, you know, we out-yardaged the heck out of Colorado, and I would argue asserted our dominance throughout the game. And despite that, we're sitting in a 10-10 game late because we couldn't finish. We couldn't play a clean game. We couldn't do the things that we needed to do in order to get the win, and we cannot let that happen twice, all right? We are up 14-7. I would argue that we have outplayed them thoroughly throughout this game. We should be able to continue that. I don't see why not. So I've got a deep over here with Rodriguez, but we're stopping the run. Let's go, dude. Okay, big third down. Let's get some pressure. Let's go pinch blitz 3, and let's man up the backside here because that's not where the star is. I'm blitzing here with blocker. It's a draw. They're giving up. Their offense has given up. They think it is hopeless to throw the ball against our fantastic secondary, and I agree. Also, let me just say, I haven't yet posted the first game yet, so if people commented about what the defensive back group should be called in there, I haven't yet seen it, but I'll bring it up again to basically ask you guys, what the heck do we call this secondary that is so dominant? If there are awesome suggestions in the previous video, hopefully I will respond to those. But I'll throw it up again. What the heck do we call a secondary that is this good? Because they deserve a name, okay, as Maher gets ripped down from his face mask. Let's get both running backs in here. Over double motion RPO alert. I think this is really cool. So basically, you get the strength to the right, and then you motion Dupree back for a swing pass, I think. And then you just give it to Marshall, and he's got space. And he's got a few yards. Nice. Let's stick in this, and let's go power G to the wide side. Marshall will take this carry again. Actually, with that look, tell me we got, yeah, basic zone alert I prefer better here rather than doing pulling guards against blitzing secondary. Oh my goodness. I thought that was open. I was wrong. We are going for it. No questions asked. Not even a question. I think we go with the Connor Jerry special, the power read. No, no, no. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Let's get something going here with Faison on an in route over the middle. I like this look. I think that we might be able to have something here. Yep. Look at that. Wide open. There he is, dude. There he is. Welcome back to the game, Jordan Faison. A little bit of a nickel 2 trap, so we knew that that was going to be there. They're showing a man blitz now, so this power read might end up being a touchdown. It might end up being a touchdown. Chambers, good juke. Way to get off of him. Oh my goodness, dude. That is not a play that a quarterback usually is talented enough to make. But this guy is an elite athlete, all right? And I've been very pleased with his ability. Oh my goodness, Justin Marshall. I hope you're okay, boss. Let's get Marshall out of the game here, actually. And let's get Chambers out of the game, actually, too. Let's put in Curry and Dupree, the backups. And now that Dupree's in, we could use him as a lead blocker for a little off-tackle run. I think Levon Brown has earned it with how well he's played today. They're still shifting. Oh, my goodness. Oh, dude, that blitzing safety just blew things up. All of a sudden, he has an increased risk of injury. That's okay. We got a high-low. We're going Dupree, Faison, Brown. Dupree, Faison, Brown. Yep, Dupree's wide open in the flat. He got a little stuck on that offensive lineman. Oh, it was third down? I didn't realize it was 3rd and 15. I thought it was 2nd and 15. So, field goal incoming. And that somehow is good, even though it felt way wide right. But we will take the points. That's the finishing that we need to do on our offensive drives, guys. We should not move the ball that well and then walk away with 0 points. And if that means sometimes you got to take a field goal, then you got to take a field goal. But that's better than seeing it's 3rd and 15, doing a horrible throw, and then turning the ball over. Like, all right, here we go. Mo Bamba, volume up. Big defensive drive here, guys. Big defensive drive. They're going to start with a halfback dive. Good hurdle. Okay, volume down. I cannot hear anything. It's just blasting in my headphones. All right, here we go. That's fine. We have the momentum, I would argue. We have cover 4 quarters. We're bringing down a safety to help on the run. I really like this look. Good, good. Oh, my pancake. Dude, did you see that? Did you see that blocker? Sesi Valaya is the guy's name. Very cool name. We're going to bring the hood over here, gentrify this area real quick. Okay, deep cross. I got it. I'm running with it. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Nice, 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 nice. I just had to break the record real quick. Okay, 3rd and 4. We got hard flats. Oh, I got the deep cross. That's me, that's me, that's me. Let's go. We got pressure. I feel like I was catching up with him because I was running with a corner, and that was a tight end. But I will say he had a step. He did have a step. That was me on that deep cross. Glad we got the pressure in time. Faison will have a chance to get tackled immediately. All right, here we go. Here we go. What do we do? What do we do? Let's get the belly weak out of the overload. And actually, they're showing us a man blitz, guys. They're showing us a man blitz. Faison has a matchup. I think I just want to come back. I think I just want to come back. Let's see it. Let's see it. Will we get this ball out before the pressure comes? Throw with anticipation. Great catch. Oh, and he gets off of him. Jordan Faison, space to run, makes a man miss, and he will score. That's what happens when you see the blitz, you see the one-on-one matchup, and we finally have a guy that's talented enough to make them pay for one-on-one matchups, dude. 24/7, fantastic one-play touchdown. Let's go. Now, this is the team that I thought we were going to be this year, guys. This is awesome here in our first year in the Pac-12. A dominant performance thus far as we get closer to the 4th quarter. Again, we're going to go full man-to-man on the backside, left Tex 2-man. I'm going to play over here on the flat. I have any deep crossers. That's okay. I had to make sure that he didn't cut to the right. We'll give him 8. We'll go with a base cover 3 buzz here, again with a Tex 2-man. I'm going to bring blocker down. I have the deep middle, but I want to be strong against the run here. Yep. Yep. Oh my goodness, I'm a traffic cone. I'm a human traffic cone, dude. I was standing right there as he high-fived me running by. That is ridiculous. Let's go with a 5-man pressure look. I'm using over the middle. We are there. Great tackle, dude. Way to chase him down. Let's get in that same look. And let's go inside leverage, put blocker on a fade, or not on a fade, on a curl flat over there. And then I'm running on this side. That's fine. That's fine. That is fine. Because the fours are coming up, guys. Fours are up here. Colorado State 24-7 in our home opener. And look at that offensive yard discrepancy, guys. 341 offensive yards for us, 158 for them. That's over 2x. I had to think for a second, but that is over twice as many yards. I did accidentally just call the 4-3. That's a mistake here, so let's just shift everything to the right to the best of our ability. I got the flats. Oh, and it's a screen. Oh my goodness. Who was that a screen for, though? Because it's one of the worst designed screens I think I've ever seen in my life. That's okay. They're going gun spread slot, so we are going to play man coverage there. And I have a deep half with Chester. I want it to look like I'm playing man there. Good. Forcing a quick cut. Look. Oh, that was 4th down, and we got the ball back. Andrew Lorick with the injury, but he also had the drive-ending tackle there. Okay, I told y'all we were going to go back to the I formation. Here's our chance. Okay, Dupree has the PA sprint halfback flat. Faison has a great matchup on a deep post that I should not tempt myself with. Way to get rid of the ball. Dupree's got at least 10, at least 8, at least 7. He's got 9. We were in the range. We were in that range somewhere. Let's call the split dive with Faison. Also, Chambers, 11 of 12, with the only incompletion being that horrible interception that I threw while I was talking about fantasy football. So he's played a perfect game. He really has. And, you know, I don't want to jinx it. I'm sure that I will right now. But Justin Marshall being healthy, completely unscathed this late in the game is such a good sign. And then he gets smoked. Absolutely smoked by Big 57. Again, we're not going to shame people for how they look, but man, 57 has never missed a meal, that's for sure. All right, 2nd and 13. Oh, Marshall got off of it. Oh my goodness, dude. What is up with our guys and making these kind of ridiculous broken tackles? 3rd and 17, though. We still lost 4 on the play. We're going with a base stick and nod. They're rushing 5. Oh, boy, Anaya. I tried to give him a jump ball opportunity right at the sticks. It felt like he was behind the linebacker, so that felt like I could get away with it. I did not, clearly, as you guys saw. Let's see if this can get away from him, make it impossible to return. Oh, he fair caught it. Okay. That's all right, guys. Clearly the crowd is involved. This could be the drive that ends the game right here, all right? The crowd is pumped. We are pumped. We got to cover 3 buzz press here. First play, nothing. Absolutely nothing. All right, Tampa 2 here. I want to user... Well, I guess I'm using this guy. Get there, get there, get there! Oh, my goodness. Way to find the outside seam, dude. Way to find that spot out there in Tampa 2. Really good job by their quarterback there. I will admit that. We're going to go Tampa 2 again, but man up the backside because we got Bunch over here. Yep, I break on that. I miss both times. Oh, my goodness. Again, I'm a human traffic cone. That's all I am. Holy smokes, guys. We're going to cover 3 buzz press. I got the hook to curl on the left, but I'm trying to show that I'm doing something on the right. Yeah, you don't want to throw that to me, dude. You almost wanted to throw the deep into me, and I was going to make you pay. Let's go DB blitz on the outside here. Let's send 6. Yep. Oh, I get home. That's me. Let's go, dude. A little bit of a looping action to make sure that we got there, but we will get there. And 3rd and 11, we're going to man up the backside, which includes the tight end. We're only rushing 3 because I got stuck on the guy. Swat this. Let's go. Big swat against their best receiver. And that is exactly why we have such good corners, guys, that we can go man coverage on the backside against a guy that's 90-something overall. We're going to keep it. We're going to keep the man coverage. I've got that deep over. I'm with him step for step. Give me that football. Give me that ball, guys. Dylan Phelps, the overall secondary, man, has played great today. Absolutely great. 24-7. That is the cherry on top of a great game by that secondary. And honestly, And again, I jinxed it. Justin Marshall is now bright yellow. Immediately after I said it, when he took that hit, he turned yellow. But, you know, I would argue that our secondary could go against anybody. I really think that they could. Lavon Brown, great game for him. He might be the most underrated player of today's game. I think he's got like 7 catches, over 85 yards. Really, really impressive performance there. Chambers played great. Dupree played great. Curry played great. Our whole backfield played great. Both quarterbacks and both running backs. Maher did a good job. Faison showed up when it mattered most. That one-play touchdown really took the game by storm. And I think we're in a spot to where we can kneel it out after this play. They do have all 3 timeouts though, so I do want to just try to continue driving so they don't get a chance to get a 4th down, stop and call timeout. But now with a new set of downs and with the game being kind of decided, let's see if they let us kneel it. Okay, well, they're not. They're still going to let the game play. So one more snap. We'll get a little stretch play to Dupree here. And guys, I got 2 weeks of recruiting to show you, okay? There was a bye week before this game. So I'm going to show you the bye week of recruiting. And then I will show you this week of recruiting. It's going to be a lot of fun stuff. I just did the bye week of recruiting, so I know what happens. It's good stuff. 24-7. Domination by both our defense and that secondary, but also our offense. Jordan Faison, 5 for 107 and a pair of scores. Lavon Brown played great. Again, like I said, the whole backfield played great. This is the team that we want right now, man. We have 2 dynamic running backs. We have 2 dynamic quarterbacks. We have sufficient playmakers. And then the defensive secondary is unlike anything I have ever had before, dude. I'm so excited to keep on playing here. Again, appreciate you watching. Let's go recruit. All right, bonus content after our second game, guys. I'm going to show recruiting, but I'm also going to show this bye week of recruiting right before. I saw this and then I kind of rage quitted and didn't finish it in the last video against Colorado because I'm just so disappointed that we got locked out of both of our gems, 4-star gem receivers, immediately after jumping to the top of the race for both of them because we lost 1 game. So our championship contender grade has gone down. It's unfortunate, but that does mean we have some extra hours to work with. We are still in the spot of just trying to identify the best possible 4-stars. I didn't realize it was going to be that hard to scout running backs. We will not scout any more running backs because of that. So we're either locked out of everybody or we've already scouted them fully. So at this point, guys, we're going back to the drawing board. This is our last guy that we could scout here. He's nothing special. Golly, guys, our perfect plan of getting all these open 4-star recruits is falling apart. So let's see, is there anybody else without offers that we could possibly add? There's probably a bunch of receivers, and by a bunch I mean 3, which is unfortunate because we've likely already scouted them. Yeah, we did. Okay, well, we have 220 hours and nothing to use it on. So I mean, is this guy any good? That doesn't jump out to me as fantastic. An edge rusher could be interesting. The Naval Academy doesn't have a pipeline and we do. So let's go all in on Noah Burden. Even though we know he's not a gem, a 4-star is a 4-star. Anthony Swope, he doesn't get me excited. That guy's a bust. This guy's a bust. The Mike with a 5-tier pipeline, Georgia getting involved is not interesting to me. Josh Tobin might be interesting. He's okay, but man, he is slow. So, but I think he's probably, no, I would rather have this guy with 89 speed, Prince Gaten. We'll go all in here. We'll go all in on this edge as well, just because we have the hours to do so. And is there any other non-wide receivers on our board that we could maybe compete with? I guess we got to go after Trevor Heaney. He seems to be the last guy. So very, very interesting, guys. Not the way that we wanted this to go, but let's keep it rolling. Okay, now we could show the post BYU recruiting. I'm going to knock it out first. Actually, I know you just saw the BYU game. Hopefully we won. I have no idea whether or not we won that game, but interesting jump here for Noah Burden. We are in the race firmly there. We are in the race for David Ragnow, which is very, very important to me because he is an elite player. We'll get Trevor Heaney up to the full 50. I don't think we've gotten locked out of anybody else, but it seems like we have a ton of extra hours that we didn't have last week. I don't know why. Denton, Carnegie, we got locked out of. I don't know, but with 100 extra hours, I think we might as well go after some of these guys that we have here. Or what we could do, guys, actually, we could get a head start on scouting 3 stars rather than kind of throwing it away at 4-star prospects that I don't really care about. Let's go to 3-star offensive tackles, sort by highest pipeline, see if any of these guys have no offers that we could also go after. I feel like there are no shortages of centers. I just feel like they make way too many centers in this game, but tackles and guards are not the same story. So if we can find a few guys to just look into, just kind of scout, maybe one more player, we could start with the little playing time grade trick, see which one of these guys have good playing time grades. We'll sort by national rank, and let's just run down the list of playing time. A+, C+, A+, C, A-, A+. So let's scout the 3 A+ guys here. Instant bust, okay, that's interesting. Next one, Kevin Root, another A+, pass protector, that could be very interesting, nothing special. Elton Bloom, raw strength, this could be interesting, nothing special. Okay, there was an A- guy that we'll look into next, Deontay Christmas, next week, but that's all we got right now, guys. I'm going to hit advance after I stop recording. Hopefully that BYU game was fun. Hopefully this was a solid video. Again, as always, I appreciate your time. I'll see you next time. Peace out.